popular than the art songs created by conservatory composers was the vaudeville, a musical variety show that was descended from the French and American vaudeville. Although it featured mainly American music, vaudeville soon created original songs in the jazz style, which encouraged much improvisation. An original Filipino jazz song, popularized by Katie de la Cruz, a vaudeville queen of the 1920s, is the naughty Balut.
Balot, Pinoy, balot, dapat na kayo kumain ng balot, sapagkat itong balot ay pampalipas ng pagod at mabisang pampatigas ng tuhod. Bili na kayo ng aking balot.
With the movies supplanting zarzuela and vaudeville in popularity, many Filipino composers decided to compose music for those movies which were nothing but filmed zarzuelas anyway. Pre-war movies utilized popular songs such as the Balitaw, the Danza, and the Kundiman, while post-war movies employed free ballad songs that were influenced by post-war American music. In the post-war period, Western influence in music continued to prevail both in serious music. The more traditional approach uses the Western romantic style and folk thematic materials. This is best illustrated by Lucio San Pedro's classic Sa Ugoy ng Duyan, a folksy lullaby that forms part of the Suite Pastoral, a poetic description of the composer's bucolic town, Angono. A reaction to this folk-inspired traditional music is the avant-garde, primarily a style that departs from the Western concept of rhythm, melody, and music itself, and is largely based on the indigenous musical tradition. This type of music is exemplified by Jose Maceda's Udlot Udlot, which is scored for hundreds of performers and uses musical parameters such as drone, timbre, and one-pitch melody. Together with original Filipino composition, standard pieces from the Western classical repertoire continue to be popular among Filipino artists, some of whom have achieved international standard of artistry.
Nung isilang ka sa mundong ito, laking tuwa ng magulang mo, at ang kamay nila ang iyong ilaw.
Contemporary and original Pinoy pop took root in 1973 and eventually branched out into the following forms. Pinoy folk, whose music and lyrics depict present Philippine realities and sensibilities. Manila sound, which successfully fuses Filipino lyrics and local color in pop music. Pinoy rock, whose lyrics and sentiments are Filipino, but whose music draws heavily from American rock. Pinoy ballad, which transposes the sentimentality of Western American love songs into a lighter mood. Pinoy disco, which is a bouncy dance music with Filipino lyrics. The rise of the protest movement in the 70s and 80s revived patriotic kundimans such as Bayan Ko. It also gave birth to original Filipino songs invested with social consciousness, as well as songs that consciously employ ethnic musical instruments and themes. Philippine music today is a testimony to the musical genius of the Filipino people, who have, through the centuries, imbibed and adapted foreign musical forms into his native tradition, building on the old to give birth to the new, molding forms and styles into an exciting and distinct expression of the Filipino soul.